Hi, I'm Holly from Safe for Kids, and I just want to talk to parents. Parents, I'm going to ask you not to use technology as a threat to get kids to behave or as a punishment. For instance, go and clean your room, or I'm taking your iPad away from you, or stop fighting with your brother and sister, or you're losing technology, or whatever it is. Because what's happening is when I'm working with children, and last year I stood in front of 5,500 children across Australia, children are telling me that they're coming across pornography and inappropriate information on the internet, but they're too afraid to tell their parents because the parent will either tell them off or take the device away. So if you're modelling, clean your room or I'll take your iPad away, then that's the message that kids remember. Now, I'm not saying if they're misbehaving on technology, then that would be an appropriate, punishment is to remove the IT. But please don't do it unrelated to technology. I want to tell you a story that I experienced last year. I had a class of 32 7-year-olds in one lesson. And we were doing the public and private lesson, and as part of that lesson I talked to the children about public and private, rooms and places, body functions, behaviour, pictures, language and dancing. So in this lesson I talked to them about pornography. I don't call it pornography, I call them private pictures or private movies. And when I say to the class, where can you see private pictures or private movies, children can tell me on iPhones, on iPads. I once had a 5-year-old put up a hand and said, "Snapchat, miss." And when I said, "Sweetie, you're 5, how do you know about Snapchat?" "Oh, because my 14-year-old sister's using it." Obviously for sexting, because how did she know it was about private pictures? But children can tell me. They never say magazines because that's so last century. But they know that they can see these images. I don't put the ideas in their head. I have them tell me where they can see it. But YouTube always comes up. And what I am finding, and what happened in this class is, I can tell just by the reactions from the children, they sit there looking very cagey. Now, I hadn't asked the class to do this, but the bell went at playtime. So I'm standing in the doorway, letting the children go out, and 8 children elected to stay behind. And each of them came up to me individually, one at a time, so the other children couldn't see, but all informing me how they had seen inappropriate, mostly porn, on YouTube. Not one child had told an adult about it. They were just so relieved. For the first time, here was a lady talking openly about this sort of stuff. But when I said to them, have you told a parent or your teacher or an adult that you trust, somebody on your safety team, they all said no, because we'll either get into trouble or we'll lose our device. So that's why I'm asking you, please don't use technology as a punishment unless it's related, because we want kids to be able to tell you if they see this stuff. I hope this was useful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.